Hello, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be learning how to make this mazi dress that has this cold shoulder at one part. So let's get right into the video. For this tutorial I made use of 2.5 yards of this fabric. I don't know what the name is, but I just love the design on it. So 2.5 yards can just make this dress for you. So we're going to be opening this up right now, and we're going to be making a fold. You're going to fold your fabric into two, and you're still going to fold it again, and everything equals to 4. So your fabric should be on fold 4 times. So we're going to be taking our measurement. We're going to mark our bust point from the baseline. We'll be taking our bust point measurement. So my bust point is 11 inches, and that is what I just marked. So the next measurement we're going to take now is our full length. The full length I'm working with is 77 inches plus hemming allowance. So I want this to be very long. So the next measurement I'm going to take now is my shoulder measurement. I divided my shoulder measurement into 2, and I marked that. The sleeve we are working with is 11 inches. I don't want it to be too long, so we're just going to mark that. Then from that sleeve line we're going to come down by 1 inch, and we're going to connect it with our ruler, and that will be our shoulder slope. So I'm just going to make sure everything is nice and neat. The round sleeve measurement I'm working with is 9 inches. So you're just going to take your round sleeve measurement and divide it, and mine is 9 inches. So I'm just going to mark at that. So I draw a straight line, which is the end of my sleeve. So the measurement I'm taking now is my hip measurement. I divided my hip measurement by 4, and I added 5 inches extra allowance to it. So you can just take your hip measurement if you want this to be very big. So that is what I did. So making sure that what I have is my hip measurement plus 5 inches, I'm just going to mark at that all through to the end of the dress. So I'm just going to connect it from the bottom all the way to the top, as you see me doing. Then from the end of my sleeve, I'm just going to make a curve. And now we'll be cutting out our dress. So if you want this to be a bit fitted, do not add 5 inches allowance to it. 3 inches allowance, 4 inches allowance will be enough. And if you want your sleeve to be long, you can just extend it. So this is what I have after I was done cutting the back and the front together. So the next thing we're going to do now is to place the back and the front right sides facing to each other. So I'm just going to pin it together because this fabric acts like a chiffon fabric. It moves around, so I don't want to have any mistake or having one longer than one. So I'm just going to pin it down, making sure that I have something nice and neat. So I'm still going to do it for the other side. So having done that, the next thing we're going to be doing now is to mark our center point. You're going to fold your fabric like this, and you're going to mark the center point. Make a notch at the center point, because from there we're going to be taking our neck measurement. So you just have to mark the center point. If you want this to be at the right side, you can decide, but mine was at the left. So from this right side, I came out by 3.4 inches. Sorry, 3.5 inches. I'm sorry about that. Then from the other side, I'll be going out by 7 inches. So the neck depth is 4 inches. So I'm just going to mark at that and connect it. So from the other point, that's the middle, I'm going out by 7 inches. So if you don't want this to be too wide, you can do 5 inches, 6 inches. And if you want it to be very wide, like you want the shoulder to drip, you can do 9 inches or 8 inches. So I'll just connect that together, and this is what it should look like. The longer part should be the part that will fall to your arm. I don't know if that makes sense. So we're just going to be cutting this out like this. And we have our neckline already. So I'm going to be closing the shoulders, facing the dress right side facing. So after I was done closing the shoulders, I made this long strap from my fabric. The width is 1 inch and the length is 15 inches. I don't want to use my buba bias, so I just want to use this so that everything aligns. So I'm going to be sewing from the wrong side of the fabric to the right side. You know, buba bias you can sew from the right side, then you turn it to the wrong side. But this one, I'll be sewing from the wrong side and I'll be flipping it and hemming it on the right side. So that is why I chose to use the same fabric for it. So I'm just going to pin that, sew on it, then turn it the same way you would do your buba bias. So it should appear on the wrong side. You can do whatever you want, whatever works for you. So after that, I'll still go ahead to join my sides. So this is what it looks like. You can see how beautiful and neat it is looking. This is the neck after I've turned it, and I also joined my bodies together, and you see how wide and big this dress looks. So the next thing we'll be doing now is to fold our sleeves. We fold it like this and fold it again. So I'll stitch on that. I'll do that for the both sleeves. You fold it once and fold it again. And I'm also going to be doing that for the bottom of my dress. I'll be using 2 inches to fold the bottom of my dress because this is very, very long and I'm not that tall. So thank you so much for watching. This is the outcome. Please like, share and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.